Tingin mo dyan. Watch my video and I hope you learn from it. What's up, my fellow Augustinians? Welcome to my first ever video here in YouTube. And for today's video, gagawa tayo ng lemonade cucumber or cucumber lemonade. That will also help us boosting our immunity. And also for today, we're going to talk about different cultural changes and social changes that the COVID has brought to us. So, without further ado, let's go! And here we go on our main ingredients for today's video. First, we have cucumber. Second, we have lemon. So, to begin our procedure, we must have knife and a plate. So, without further ado, let's begin. Siyempre, kailangan natin itong hiwain. So, let's begin. In 3, 2, 1. Ha! And voila! Here our chopped cucumber. Tcharan! So, after we chop our cucumber, let's proceed to our very own lemon. We're done in setting our own ingredients for today's product. So, for the next part, which is the exciting one, let's put the half amount of cucumber in our juicer. And we're done preparing our own juicer that we're going to use to juice our cucumber. So, we all know that COVID-19 really affects our life, our communication, and even our education. And we all know that we suffer as one country in facing this pandemic. And there's nothing we need to do. All we have to do is to be responsible and participate. Participate in every community guidelines or whatsoever that's going to prioritize our own safety. So, reminder, every people, be responsible, be participate, and be faithful above. That's all you need to do. So after we finish our cucumber lemonade, let's take our word of success. Let's fill it. Goodbye! It is so very refreshing and boosts our immunity. So try this at home. So, after refreshing and cleansing our body, let's now answer the following question inside this basket. So, let's start with number 1. So, the number 1 is culture in celebration. So, how does culture changes the perspective in having an occasion? So, for me, culture changes the way we celebrate by the means of having social distancing. Because we know in having celebration, we must have a sense of relationship. We must be together because it is an occasion. However, due to COVID, celebration has been diminished its purposes. in giving happiness to other people. And I guess it is also for our safety priority. That's why it changes. So based on the IATF guidelines like this that talks about the guidelines or set of rules on how do we handle the occasion. So we're done on number 1. Let's drink first. So, number 2. So the question number 2 is culture in learning. So, how does culture changes the way we learn in our daily lives? So for me as a modular student in our school and for the other online students, for me COVID-19 changes the way we learn by the way that we use technology today to communicate with others and to learn. I know it is very difficult and crucial to learn in different ways that we didn't even know that going to happen. But for me, it is a big sacrifice for the teachers and students to learn and have a better future. And for me, whatever challenges, pandemic, the education going to face through, just believe in yourself and to those who provide it. So, the next number of question is number 3. The side of it is culture in faith. So, how does COVID-19 changes the way we receive the blessing of the Lord? For me, it is very hard to accept that we didn't even have the chance to go to church to receive the blessing and pray for our beloved ones. And I guess COVID-19 changes the culture in faith by the means of having online masses. I know it is very annoying to hear that we're having mass not in the house of the Lord, but in the technology. And for me, it is sad, but has the own objective of it. IATF provide guidelines like this to keep us safe in every matter. So, we have different ways of receiving God's blessings. We have the prayer, rosary, or different religious activities. Blessing didn't come from others, it comes from ourselves. So, do good, be good, and receive the blessing. So we're down to number 4, which has the question of social changes in living. So we're here in how COVID-19 changes the way we socialize with others, the way we have social living in our community. Paano nga ba tayo nabago ng COVID-19 sa paghahanap ng hanap buhay? Nagkaroon ng guidelines ang IATF at nagsilbi itong pasakit sa ibang tao. Nagkaroon ng guidelines tungkol sa pagkakaroon ng commute, tungkol sa mga sasakyan, at tungkol sa pamumuhay. And we have different set of guidelines that should be followed for our safety purposes. Yes, earning money is very important today because it is only the way to survive this pandemic. However, it is very essential also to have safety protocols that should be followed to protect us in different manners of the virus. So it has the question of social changes in communication. So, how does COVID-19 changes the way we communicate or socialize with others by the means of its risk? As I said earlier, we use technology as a post-industrial generation for today's era. We use different advanced machines or technology that help us in improving our lives. However, due to COVID-19, it is very risky to face each other without social distancing. That is why we use communication. And how does COVID-19 changes the way we communicate? COVID-19 changes the way we communicate by the means of having online communication. So for the last question, which is the number 6. It has the question oh, unity of every societies. We all know that unity is the key of everything. Without unity, there's no success. Without unity, there's no achievement. And as an individual, personal, or even celebrities, or even your own government, they have their own unity in achieving their desired goal or achievement. Without unity, we can't have anything. We can't succeed everything. So facing this COVID-19, unity is very important to recover and cope up. Be participative in following your guidelines. ECQ man yan, GCQ man yan, MGCQ man yan. Follow and respect the rules that your government or your municipality or barangay given to you, because we know, I know, it is your for safety purposes. Follow and live. And that's all for our video for today. I hope you learned, educated, and inspired by the words I've given. So, as a conclusion, facing the COVID-19 takes risk, threatens our life, costs life. And as an individual, all we have to do is participate all the set of guidelines and regulation that we should be followed. Cultural changes, social changes, whatever changes it is, I hope we're going to return to the way we live like the past few years. I hope this 2020 give us the lesson that we need to survive our own self in facing the real problem in our country, which is the pandemic. Thank you guys.